If you're subscribed, welcome back. If you're not subscribed, I don't welcome you back. So, hit the button. And let's talk about some crazy news because apparently Fortnite is being sued by Roblox creators. It's actually insane. Roblox on mobile just got a huge update that I'm getting so many tweets about. Roblox finally listened to us and started banning stuff that people are telling them to. Roblox got hacked so bad that they had to start deleting things and just a lot more stuff in today's video. Okay, let's talk about all of it and more for my final news video, guys. I'm never going to make another news video after this ever again. Maybe. Well, I'll think about it because we got the first story here, which doesn't relate to what I just said, but because apparently Roblox creators are now starting to sue Fortnite creators for stealing from them. Now, this is weird, and I'm going to explain why, but it all kind of stems from this original tweet from Fortnite saying, unbox a brain rot at 12 p.m. ET, steal the brain rot at 4 p.m. ET, garden verse brain rots at Sunday at 1:30 p.m. ET. Yep, 3-player events. Have fun. Now, this tweet was met with a lot of backlash for a plethora of reasons. Number one, a lot of the stuff, literally every picture here is actually AI, so that's one of the main complaints. Number two, all of the games that Fortnite is bragging about are stolen from Roblox. Granted, the Roblox games are stolen from other Roblox games. You can argue all of that you want. Go ahead in the comments, but regardless, it gets even crazier though, because on top of all the people just not being happy with it because these events are trash, like here's a couple of replies. Fortnite announcements 2018 versus 2025 with the Thanos event. Dude, I remember when that came out, bro. My unk, oh my gosh, I was there for that, bro. I played that like every day after school, bro. And now they got steal a brain rot, dude. What a downgrade. But yeah, anyways, literally every reply is just being disgusted that this is the stuff Fortnite is like shouting out and promoting on their official platforms. But it gets even crazier because now apparently a lot of these games in the screenshot are getting sued by the original steal a brain rot creators, I'm guessing. Because as of 22 hours ago, a bunch of different like news stories started popping up saying similar stuff like Roblox's steal a brain rot creators sue Fortnite copycat over alleged infringement. Now, I couldn't find out if this was real, so take this all with a grain of salt, but this has been reported on by a lot of like random news stories and people on Twitter have been talking about it. So let's look at this news story because it goes on to say the creators of Steal a Brain Rot, one of Roblox's most popular games, have filed a lawsuit against the developer of the Fortnite creative map they claim is a blatant copy. Now, we don't know which game they're suing on Fortnite in specific. This could be a completely separate one because what I remember is like at least a couple months ago, Steal a Brain Rot said that they were in like cahoots with the Steal the Brain Rot game from Fortnite. They kind of had some sort of like partnership, so I don't know if it's the same one, but let's see. It says the case filed in California puts Spider Games and Speedy Simulator Gaming against the developer Thomas Van, who apparently released a Fortnite map titled Stealing Brain Rots just months after the Roblox hit went live. Okay, so they're not suing the biggest one. They're suing one called Stealing Brain Rots. I am not sure if this is even a big game on Fortnite, but I'm pretty sure Steal the Brain Rot is the big Fortnite game. But yeah, they go on to say a quote from this actual lawsuit, I guess, where it says the similarities between the game and the infringing game are not coincidental. They are the result of a willful infringement by defendant in an effort to steal the market for the plaintiff's game. Yeah, very interesting stuff. I'm not really sure if this is going to go anywhere. Maybe the game actually like stole models from Steal a Brain Rot. That would make the most sense because you can't really like copyright a game idea, I guess, even though it's pretty obviously stolen from Steal a Brain Rot. I usually don't see lawsuits come out of this stuff because it is really hard to sue people for stuff like this. And also, I don't know what the heck stealing brain rots is on Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite anymore, dude. And I honestly can't even find any videos about stealing brain rots. I genuinely can't. So maybe this is just like some random game that stole assets from Steal a Brain Rot. I have no clue. Tell me in the comments if you know more. But these news stories don't really show any screenshots of this Stealing Brain Rots game, and I am gonna move on to the next story, which just happens to be something that is also quite interesting because Roblox got completely hacked in a way that you probably maybe already know about. I don't know. Let's talk about it because back in 2020, Roblox hosted an event. Now, this didn't happen in 2020. Okay, this happened a couple days ago. Don't get this confused, but it just happened to an event that happened in 2020 called the Ready Player 2 event. Now, this game was uploaded and has still actually been working for the past 5 years. I think you can still get items from it, or you could until, I guess, September 30th when Roblox rolled out that whole update that required people to fill out questionnaires to keep their game online. So people were able to get like like the items from this Ready Player 2 event for 5 years until that happened. And that had a lot of people mad, and it seemed like a hacker took it into their own hands to fix that problem. Now, this hacker in question is actually a YouTuber, so that makes it even more crazy. And basically, a couple days ago, if you went to the Ready Player 2 hub, you would have seen that the title of the game would have been changed to Ready Player 2 Hub Hacked by YIKES. Now, yes, this guy is an exploiting YouTuber. He does upload videos about exploiting, but I am not sure how he hacked this game, because you can't change titles of Roblox games and stuff like that with exploits. That is just not possible, I don't think. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I feel like that is just not how it works. Like, he must have hacked into somebody's account in like the group that owned the game to actually do this type of stuff, because he also went on to change the badge names for this game as well. As you can see from a tweet here that says, the Ready Player 2 hub has been hacked by a certain person named ICraftPE. I joined the game and I could not leave the game. So apparently even the game itself was also hacked, which is just insane, with this person saying they have to go into Task Manager to close Roblox, bro. Now, actually looking at the badges for the game, they all were changed to a clown emoji thing. I think that's from Clash Royale or something. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's Brawl Stars. Looks like a mobile game. And then the titles and descriptions of all of the badges were named Hacked by ICraftPE, bro. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this ever happen. Like, this is so weird, so crazy. And the guy that did it is apparently just like, he's playing along with. I uploaded a short about it, and I'm pretty sure he literally commented on it. So he is not someone who's hiding. He thinks this is funny. And honestly, I think it's kind of funny, bro, because apparently he even did the questionnaire for the Ready Player 2 hub to make it playable again, which is just so funny that a hacker had to do it. Now, sadly, after all of this has happened, the game has officially been deleted. I think even the group got deleted. I could be wrong about that, but I do know that the game itself is deleted. You cannot go to it anymore. Even with a direct link, it is shut down, which is kind of sad, because the event items that you could get for like the past 5 years, I guess, are finally no longer available anymore. Or maybe they were not available for like the past couple months. I'm not sure. But regardless, very funny and very weird. Like, how did this guy even do it? I want to know. ICraftPE, if you're somehow watching this, tell me in the comments, bro. I mean, maybe you can't tell me because that would spoil your your tricks, but I am so curious, bro. Like, this is crazy. You cannot just do this with exploits. But now, in further and greater news, we have some other stuff, such as a Roblox update that is majorly affecting mobile users in a positive way. So I've gotten so many tweets about this, of people just being super duper excited about a new mobile update that came out. Now, I don't know if this is just on mobile. It seems like it could also be on the Roblox desktop application version. Let me actually launch it and see if I have it myself. But a lot of the screenshots I'm getting are from mobile, because this is mainly a mobile update, and I'll show you exactly why in a second. And yeah, I launched up the Roblox app on my computer, and I did not have this update yet, so maybe it's just slowly rolling out. But let's look at some tweets. So here was just one tweet that someone sent me saying, new avatar customization GUI. Now, the screenshot they include here showcases the new customization GUI that looks very, very similar to the current one on the Roblox desktop app, but it is very different from the mobile one, I'm pretty sure. And I honestly wouldn't really care about this update very much, but it's the fact that Roblox had a little pop-up window show up for when this update gets released on your client, and it says, Customize has a new look. It's now quicker and easier to style your avatar. Some things have moved, so tap around to see what's new. Now, I wish I had this update myself so I could see what exactly is different, because just looking at this screenshot, it doesn't look very different. I think the only main things that I see are different are the redo and undo buttons, and then there's like this other like clump of buttons above the undo and redo that look a bit new. Also, I'm pretty sure this thing at the bottom right corner is also new. Yeah, I'm not really sure. But regardless, this update was seemingly so massive that Roblox had to put a big pop-up on people's screens to tell people, hey, don't get angry at the app if you can't find certain buttons that you're looking for, because the whole avatar system was revamped. Now, this is not the only tweets that I got about this. I got some other stuff that's pretty good, such as this tweet that says update bomb. So I don't know what they mean. Maybe they mean that the update sucked, or maybe they mean that it's just huge. But let's see their screenshots here that they sent me, because they sent me this one, which it kind of looks a little broken, but you can tell this person's on mobile. So I do think this is a huge update for mobile players, because the mobile avatar editor, I don't think could ever go landscape mode, but you can see in the screenshot that it is, and it looks a lot different than the old mobile avatar editor. Very interesting stuff. Now, I've seen a lot of mobile players saying that this is a pretty good update, but I don't know if that's completely true. Tell me in the comments if you're a mobile player and you like this one better or worse than the old avatar editor. But looking at some other screenshots, you can see some new settings, because before they would have different categories for the arms and legs and torsos and whatever, but now when you go to the full body section of like your bundles, there's like a sort section that you can choose issues, torso, right arm, left arm, blah, 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 blah. That's a little bit better because the old one was a bit cluttered. There's also apparently a new all section that this person circled. I don't think I've ever seen this in my life, but that seems quite interesting. So you can just scroll through every single Roblox item you have on your account, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I've gotten so many tweets about this, and in my opinion, it doesn't look very much different than the current avatar editor in like the Roblox desktop application. But I mean, hey, maybe I'm wrong. And regardless, it seems like this was a big enough update for Roblox to make a big deal about it and put like a pop-up on people's screens. Anyways, now we can move on to the second last story, which is Roblox actually listening to people on Twitter, because people have been tweeting at Roblox every single day, every single hour, bad stuff on their platform that they need to delete ever since Roblox has been starting to like reply to people, right? And one tweet actually finally got a huge response to it that is very, very promising. So this happened 2 days ago, so I hope Roblox keeps doing more stuff like this. But this person named Plasmanode tweeted out, "This game should not be allowed on Roblox." Now, I'm not sure how much of this tweet I can read because the game that this person is talking about is impersonating a website that was recently taken down, I believe. And basically what it was is it would allow you to video chat with random people. You can obviously see how that's a bad thing, but basically this Roblox version was basically the exact same thing, but there was no video chatting. It was just text chatting. You could like text chat with anonymous people on Roblox. Very, very bad idea. Terrible idea. And surprisingly, Roblox actually responded to this, saying that they confirmed, "We have removed this. Thank you for flagging." That was kind of their only response here. And if you actually go and search up this game on Roblox, it is gone. You cannot find it anymore, which is actually so good. But it just sucks though, because this game, if you don't know, has been on Roblox for many, many years now. I think I talked about it like 2 years ago on this channel because it was getting a lot of flack many, many years ago. So it sucks that it took this long for it to get deleted, but it is cool to see Roblox actually listening to people directly and responding to them directly and taking stuff down directly. Even though Roblox listened to this person and actually took action on this report and replied to it and was very transparent about it, it did take a while. Now, what does this mean? It means that I hope Roblox keeps doing stuff like this, and it does suck that people are looking at this and getting even more mad at Roblox. Like, I get their frustration, but guys, we have to kind of be nice to Roblox in situations like this so they keep doing stuff like this, okay? Now, since then, I don't think Roblox has really taken any action like that on any more reports that have been tweeted at them, but it is still pretty promising to see, at least. Shout out Roblox, you finally listened to us. And now in more Roblox potentially listening to us news, they have apparently made a way for people to see the exact report amounts of stuff on Roblox, if that makes any sense. Because I saw this Blockchain News tweet that literally just came out that says, "Roblox creators now have access to safety analytics, allowing you to see the frequency and reasoning of these reports generated within an experience." So if you own a Roblox game, you can, I guess, see what kind of reports are being made inside of your own Roblox game. I don't think you can see exactly what the reports are. You can just see the percentages and categories of what these reports are about. But I think this is going to be a very, very good statistic for a lot of developers, is because you can see how many people are getting reported for cheating, or maybe you can see how many people are getting reported for toxicity, or you can see how many people are getting reported for other bad stuff. And you can really see like what kind of audience your game is attracting, and you can maybe actually take some action against a lot of this stuff with this information, which I think is good. Now, I have seen a lot of bad responses to this, obviously, but yeah, I think this is a good update. What do you guys think in the comments? Tell me down below, and tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, I'm curious.